Hi, everybody. Okay, so we are going to be working on drawing three clear cubes. We're going to draw the head-on cube, the one to the left, and we're going to draw the one to the right and above the horizon line. We're not going to draw the one down below the horizon line because when you color it, you have to leave the top of the cube empty there like that. And I don't like how that looks. So we're going to skip that one. Okay. So let's go ahead and get going. We'll do our GeoGebra. There we go. Click on GeoGebra. Hey, you're in the video. Go away. All right, we'll hit sign in. Ronnie, back away. Thank you. Okay. Uh,
Are you gonna have anything for dinner? Or did you already have lunch?
I'm confused why my GeoGebra thing is not there anymore.
Maybe gone. Is it chicken on it?
How was it? How did it turn out?
The corned beef?
There it is, calculators.
It's like real corned beef.
Calculators, geometry. So I just have to open the screen large enough so it'll have that. But okay. Now let's move this thing back down to the bottom. There we go. All right. So we're going to start with our horizon line. And we'll put it somewhere in the middle here. Okay, let's get going here. First of all, we're going to make point A here our vanishing point. And I'm going to call it VP for vanishing point. I'm going to make it big. And I'm going to even change the color. I don't want to be zooming in like this though. There you go, just like that. Okay. So we're gonna start with our first square, first cube. We're gonna make it with a couple of points, and they will just be the edges of the cube. Okay, I'm going to use parallel lines and perpendicular lines. To draw the outer edge. And then once I mark these points, I can hide those lines. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to use rays to mark the depth lines. Okay. We'll start at the vanishing point. Okay, I'm going to put a point back here that tells me how deep this line is. And then from there, I'm going to use parallel lines to match the front wall to the back wall. I don't know why it keeps zooming in on me. I certainly don't like that. Okay, let's hide some of these lines. The lines are basically, they act like the highway trying to guide us to certain spots. And then we get the points in place. And once we have the points in place, then we can hide all these lines and we can redraw it with segments. And the nice thing about that is those segments are smaller, shorter distances. We don't want to start by drawing the segments because then they'll get confused with where those lines should be. Okay. And then let's go segment. Oh, what is happening? Very frustrating. All right, so segments. We're gonna make the outer box. Okay. I want to keep showing my horizon line, and actually, because I want to make that clear and obvious, I'm going to change this because we're going to change the color. Make it red. So hopefully it stands out for us. But let's move this down here. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to make, I'll draw the points for the box to the side. There goes the box to the side, and then the box up above. I'm going to draw those points at the same time, and hopefully we can kind of keep those points lined up and ready to roll. So let's say a point down there and a point down here, and then a point up there and a point up there. Okay. And we'll use parallel lines. And perpendicular lines. Okay. And then we'll use the ray tool for our depth lines again. And the ray will go from the vanishing point to all the hard points on this side cube. Okay. And then we're going to say that right about here is our depth. Okay. Mark that intersection. Damn it. For some reason, this is not making me, allowing me to mark the intersection. Alright, let's see how this one works. Okay, thank goodness. All right, we're able to find that. So now let's hide those lines and redraw it with the segments. And I'm going to make sure that I'm hiding all the lines except for the horizon line. And that's why we colored that one red. So these rays will hide those also. All right. Draw this with segments. I think whenever I want to try and mark something at the bottom half of the screen, it doesn't want to let me do that. So I'm going to see what I can do here about this. Like I'll zoom in, or zoom out, I mean. And then do everything up here. And then we're redrawing these with segments. Okay, so my rule of thumb when I'm coloring these things is the front face is 40. The any faces that are in shadows, they should be 60 for opacity, and any faces that are in light, so to speak, those should be opacity 20. Okay, so let's do this for polygon. This whole thing will be the front face. Okay. So the front face will be 40. And the color I'm going to pick, let's do pick SLZ colors. It looks like that looks like SLZ. There you go. And then this looks like that'll be 40. And then the side will be the light is coming down from above, and so we're gonna say this will be, let's say this side is 20, just to make it different. Okay, and then our colors for this one, let's see here. We did SLZ colors last time. Let's do some green colors. Let's go with this green, and this should be another shade of green. Okay. So one of the nice things about doing this, once we draw the cubes, I can hide all the points. So I'm gonna hide all my points. So all you see are the cubes, and hopefully that makes it stand out a little bit better. Okay. Hide the points. Here goes. Alright, so I'm hiding my points, and I'm clicking on either the point or the label, and either one of them will allow me to hide that point. Click on that point and hide it. And then, oh shoot. Okay. There it is. There you go. Stop. Okay. Parallel lines. And perpendicular lines. Okay, then mark the intersections. Okay. And then okay, let's figure out our depth lines with our rays. Okay. And then we'll figure out how deep we want this to go. We want this box to go about yay deep. And then fill this in with parallel lines. And then mark those intersections. Okay. And then parallel lines. And then parallel lines. Okay. And then figure out where this intersection is. Okay. And now I'm going to hide all my lines and redraw it with segments. Okay. So let's draw the front face of this cube. And going to the back walls. Okay. So now we're going to color it. We have the front face, the side face, and the underneath face. Okay, so if I imagine the sun's coming down on us, um, the top of this should be the lightest part. The underneath should be the darkest part. So when I go to shade these, that'll be 60. The front face will make that 40, like the other ones. And the side face, that'll be 20. Once you move that thing once, you can use the arrow keys to go side to side so you can get more specific and get your answer there. Get your specific opacity that you're looking for. Um, let's hide that thing. And then I'm going to hide all my points because I don't need those anymore. Uh, Okay, so let's move this so it's centered pretty much in the middle of my screen. And then I can sign my work. All right. And there you go. So now we can save this and turn it in and go from there. There's nothing that we need to add as far as the title, plan, given, final statement. All that business is done. We're just good to go with this picture here. So I'll take my screenshot and my share link and apply those into my template, and we're good to go. All right. Thank you much, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.